Hi Aquarius, welcome and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing your love reading for the week ahead and I've already pulled the oracle card, so we'll get straight into it. First thing I noticed is this is a 33 and so is this. So we have two cards coming out as a 33, so that could be a meaning for you somewhere if you want to look up the angel numbers. And then we have the chaos and conflict card. So I feel like at the moment there's exactly what it is, a bit of conflict between you and your person, but this card is a reminder that if something needs to be fixed, now is an ideal time for that to happen. And the reason that these arguments come up in the first place is so that there can be a reorder and resorting of things so that things can be resolved between the two of you, you know. With the full moon in Gemini, it says the answers you need are coming, and it basically says that if there's a conversation that needs to be had, like to resolve something, that this is going to happen very soon, and you're probably like a few answers away from you know, or conversations away from getting your answer. But it does say just be careful with what you say. Like, obviously speak your truth, but do it kindly and softly if you can, because you know, conversations can get heated. And also I think Mars is just moved into Gemini, either coming up very soon or it just did. So you know, Mars is the planet of aggression and war and all of those good things, so just be careful with how you speak at this time. And then we have horse spirit, freedom is yours, and it's basically saying that only you have the willpower to be able to make a different decision and move forward with that, and to release control, so that, you know, in releasing control it actually brings freedom. So it seems from what the cards are saying so far is that there might be a bit of an argument between you and your person, that you guys can resolve this, but you just need to be careful with your words at this time, but still speak honestly. And then, you know, just make sure your delivery is good, and then just release control and choose the peace path if you can. Okay, so let's see, what does the tarot have to say for Gemini? So I want to see, what is Gemini's feelings towards their person? King of Swords. It's your energy right there, Aquarius. So, Gemini, I said Gemini, but I meant Aquarius. Just from the full moon in Gemini there. So you guys at the moment are coming across as, you know, very calm, cool and collected, and kind of using your head over your heart at this time. But your feelings for your person is that, you know, you feel like they're quite an intellectual person, that they match your, you know, your energy, your conversations, your thought processes, that type of thing. And you feel at the bottom of the deck with the Lovers being there, that's Gemini energy again. You could be dealing with a Gemini or have a lot of Gemini in your chart, but the Lovers is basically, you feel like this is a soulmate connection, and you do have a lot of feelings for them, but for some reason you're kind of, you know, being a bit cold at the moment towards them, and using your head over your heart when making decisions at this time. So what is the person's feelings for Aquarius? Three of Pentacles. They want to work together with you. They value what you bring to the table, and they always feel valued around you. They're still curious though. They're curious and kind of just observing at this time, with, you know, what's the next stage here, but they do want to communicate with you as well, but not actually taking action towards it yet, that they do want to work things through with you. Okay, so what is Aquarius's intentions towards their person at this time? We have the Four of Swords. You're basically like, I'm taking a break. You're basically thinking things through. Maybe you're on a break from them at the moment because of this argument. You're taking a step back type of thing. And you're just kind of, you know, getting back into your peaceful self, like trying to just think things through before taking action. Your intention is to take action once you've healed, but you're kind of just taking a pause before you do that. So let's see, what is sorry, why do I want to keep on calling you Gemini? It's literally just that card there. What is Aquarius's person's intentions towards Aquarius? Wands, they want to talk about this. They're like, and they're kind of like wanting to come in hot as well, and they're like very quickly want to resolve this. Maybe they've been like texting you and like trying to kind of, you know, talk to you to see, can we talk about this type of thing. But like you're at the point where you're like a bit off and cold and like, you know, no thank you, I need my space type of thing. Switch the roles if the roles are reversed, it can be. But this person's come in hot, and they intend to talk this through, to get on the same page, and to do that as quickly as possible. Maybe like in a bit of a rush even. So what is Aquarius's next actions? The Chariot. Okay, that's Cancerian energy. And bottom of the deck is the Ace of Wands. You want to move past this. You want to overcome the obstacles with them and get to a new beginning. You know, you want to take the step to kind of move past it. But I feel like you're just taking time to yourself right now before you actually make that move. Because you want to be in like a positive kind of trajectory when you do go and speak to them about it, but you do want to overcome any issues and be successful with them, you know. So what is their person's actions towards Aquarius this week? The Wheel of Fortune. Bottom of the deck we have Justice. They want to kind of change the situation to bring in some sort of balance between the two of you. They want to make things right if they've done anything wrong. Otherwise they want, you know, you to take the floor and also admit your wrongdoings, and they want like an equal, balanced, you know, I'm sorry too, can we move past this? Okay, this is what we're going to do to make it fair in the future. You know, that whatever they want to bring in change to make it fair. Okay, so what is the outcome this week between Aquarius and their person? Queen of Wands. Oh, and a bunch of cards just fell, which I'm not going to take all of them because there's like almost half a pack here, or at least a quarter. So Queen of Wands, bottom of the deck we have the Nine of Swords. So I feel like this is going to be resolved between the two of you. You guys are going to kind of get over this and it's going to be a positive, you know, conversation between the two of you to move past this. You know, you guys are both highly attracted to each other. There's no question about that. You guys are both stressed at the moment because of, you know, maybe you guys are thinking, you know, what if we can't resolve this, or what if there's no moving past this, or something like that. And basically the Queen of Wands is saying, you know, have a positive mindset about it. It's all going to work out between the two of you. Okay. So let's get some clarifiers. What do I want to clarify? Okay, I do want to clarify this Chariot. You might feel like you want to take some time to yourself before you know, decide if you're going to move past this or not, because you're kind of manifesting, like I do see you manifesting a new beginning, but you're like wanting something that's like healed, you know. Maybe you feel like they've got some internal work to do, so you're like, I want to move past this, but you know, your next actions as well is to take some time before going ahead with it. And that's exactly what that Four of Swords was with the Magician at the bottom of the deck as well. So the Hermit is Virgo energy and the Magician is Aries energy. But, you know, I feel like you want to move past this, but you just feel like now's maybe not the time. So what is the Wheel of Fortune? What's their next actions? The Queen of Wands. Yeah, they want to change. They want to be more of like bring some sort of positivity to your life. They want to, with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, they want to kind of Be nurturing and kind and caring. This is Libra and Taurus energy. With the Empress, Queen of Wands is Aries, but also Leo and Sagittarius. Basically, they want to change the situation and be like a positive light for you that you can kind of, you know, rely on, but also that they can care for you in a way that that makes you feel loved and like brings in growth to the connection. Okay, and then what about the Queen of Wands as the outcome? We have the Star and the Four of Wands. Yeah, that's definitely bringing in some sort of healing between the two of you. You know, there's still hope for you guys to kind of resolve this, and the Four of Wands, like you guys are going to get back to a stable foundation together. You know, maybe if they've moved out temporarily or you've moved out temporarily, you guys will build your home back together. Whatever the situation is, it's going to be a positive outcome. And it quite could happen unexpectedly with the Tower there as well, that, you know, you're not expecting a positive outcome, but it will be. Okay, so let's get some Heart's Hidden Secrets oracles on each of your feelings. Okay, what is Aquarius's feelings towards their person? Soulmates, deep love, unity and connection. Yeah, I did see that with the Lovers at the bottom of the deck for your feelings. So you do feel like they are a soulmate, but then we have, excuse me, we have influences as well. So attachments, third parties and peers. The Queen of Wands sometimes could mean that there's a third party. I don't see that here though. But maybe that's where you're kind of taking a step back. Maybe you feel like there was a third party. And I don't see that being the case. I feel like it could more be like the attachments and the third parties and peers is more like maybe friends and family getting involved, you know, work, that type of thing. Like you feel like there's other influences here that are not just yours and your person's. What is the person's feelings for Aquarius? Well, that popped out. I saw twin flames wanted to pop out, but it went back in. Okay, what is this? It fell down. And then we have past life, deja vu, repeated patterns and karmic lessons. So they do see you as like, again, also a soulmate, because we saw the twin flame as well. But they feel like maybe that things are going around in circles. Maybe with the Wheel of Fortune is also kind of, you know, karmic lessons and that type of thing. Not saying that this is a karmic person, but it could be. But I'm more getting that this is someone like that you guys have, you know, maybe there's repeated arguments going on, and you know, you just want this to be healthy, and have a healthy relationship with each other. And then we have time, waiting, cycles and moments. So they also feel like, you know, that they're waiting to be able to converse with you. And I feel like they're the ones who's wanting to converse with you, where you're kind of like, not now, it's like, I need some space type of thing. Okay, so let's get some romance angels. 1 second for Aquarius. What does Aquarius need to know about their love life? We have deception. Someone is wearing a false soft mask in this relationship. Okay. We have, what else? We have express your love. Go ahead and make a romantic gesture. And we have unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. If anything, I feel like that's from your side. And then we have the bottom of the deck, honeymoon. Enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. So maybe I feel like this is a situation where you've been dating someone for a while and you guys have come out of like the honeymoon phase, and there's been like, you know, arguments and constant, you know, back and forward between the two of you guys, disagreements, that type of thing. And now you're like, well, are we, you know, you're questioning things like, should I actually just let this go and be free? Or is there something else deeper that's going on here? With the deception, someone was wearing a false self mask in this relationship. I really still don't get, even though I know 2 of the cards are pointed to that, I don't get that this person is, you know, with someone else or anything like that. I feel like all the other cards are more leading you towards, like I said, like expressing your love and that type of thing. But either way, the main thing here is that you need to speak your truth and just do it as kindly as possible, even if that decision is to let them down gently. Okay, so let's see, for Aquarius's person, what would they say to Aquarius if they weren't holding anything back? We will be together again. There you go. What else? For Aquarius. Okay, we have just being near you is intoxicating, and we have I want to feel that way again. Yeah, like this person's like, I'm coming back, basically. Bottom of the deck, we have you and I were too young. It could be that you guys, you know, this is a childhood, or, you know, like sweetheart, you know, school, college sweetheart type of thing. But it could also be that just like they feel like there was just a bit of immaturity between the two of you, and they just needed to be a bit of growth or something. So let's get some advice for you, Aquarius. I'm just taking these cards back to get some advice. Okay. Okay, what is the advice for Aquarius? We have the Chariot, which is your next actions anyway, so you're following what you should be doing. The advice is just to move past this, you know, overcome the obstacles, do what you need to overcome the issues with each other. And then we also have the Fool and the Ace of Cups. It's about focusing on, you know, doing things kindly, show your love when you need to with the Ace of Cups. And with the Fool, it's about, you know, looking at things from a fresh perspective as if a childlike type of mindset, like, okay, where could this go? Look at the possibilities, you know, have fun with it. Like the Chaos and Conflict card was saying, it's like this is a time for a bit of a restructure. So, you know, that's quite exciting, even though there is some conflict here. And Seven of Cups, if there's any confusion here, it's like, take your time. You know, you have loads of choices here. You have loads of different paths to go down, and it's completely up to you which path you want to take. And then once you make that decision, go move full steam ahead with the Chariot. So that's what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope it helps, and I hope you found a message that actually did help you here today, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care.